Welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll, and tonight I am joined by my very good friends. First of all, we have Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy. We also have Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. But that's not it. We've got a few other very special people here on the podcast with us. We are running it back for another Pokemon special. So we are reassembling the entire Royal Geek family. So we got JD and Trevor in the building. Welcome, guys. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. We're glad to be back.
Yeah?
In my family?
I mean,
I feel extended.
A form of family, yes.
A form of family, yeah.
Extended.
Everybody has that one
Adopted.
crazy step.
Yeah, that
brother
one
or
uncle
whatever.
that
Adopted, and you guys make a point about how I was adopted a lot.
yeah.
Your mom didn't like you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, Tyler is the mom.
That's it. I get that a lot. All right, boys, we have a lot to talk about tonight, okay? So going to have to pretty much jump into it. But before we do, big shout out to all of our listeners, everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. We want to remind you to subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening, and also to leave us a review, comment, send us an email, follow us on social media, all that good stuff. We're not reviewing anything tonight. We are instead doing another bracket challenge, and we are doing it for Pokemon Gen 3, okay?
Yeah, dude. We did Gen 2 and Gen 1 already, so definitely go back and listen to those. They were fun,
Yeah, please.
and they got heated.
Yes.
Please listen to those.
Trevor loved them. There was nothing controversial in either of them, and sure to be no issues tonight as well.
It's going to be a great time. What
Yeah,
do you mean?
Trevor, you should definitely want people to listen to them so you can gain more people for your side.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard.
It's not hard.
Anybody with a pulse. Anybody with a pulse.
I mean, when you talk about Pikachu, nothing's.
That's actually pretty true.
You can literally have an army already.
No, like I said, I didn't. I said this when I first got here to the house. I didn't realize that. I thought we were doing an order of like our favorite or best Pokemon, and Tyler was just pulling alphabetically out of a hat, and that was I didn't realize that. So his number one was A, and I was like, oh, okay.
So invalidated is what you're saying.
If I had known we were just going alphabetically, I would have also started with the letter A. That's all I'm saying.
Trevor can't handle when there's upsets in a bracket, you know? He probably hates when the lower seed team wins in March Madness, if I had to guess. If he even watches it, probably doesn't watch it.
No. Why would I?
Amen.
It's too mainstream.
Amen.
Too mainstream.
Yeah, like, it'd be like Pikachu. You know, it's just like too mainstream,
Yeah.
Wow.
too well known.
Yep.
Oh, no.
You got to go against the grain here. So, boys, here we go. Gen 3. Here's how it's going to work. So, for all of our listeners tuning in, we got everybody on the podcast, the five of us, to make a list of their top 32 Pokemon from Gen 3, which there's, I think, 100 and, do we know the exact number, guys? 130,
There's
140?
I think it's 143, I think. Yeah. I believe.
143?
143, I believe.
Okay. It's a decent-sized gen, and basically we ran the numbers, and with the help of ChatGPT, well, not ChatGPT, actually, it was Grok, the one on Twitter.
How many trees? How many
AI.
trees were killed for you to run that query? That AI.
I have no idea. You'd have to tell me.
We're pushing us closer to dystopian future so we can get a list.
Yeah.
But hey, it saved me a lot of time. Saved me a ton of time
Amen.
instead of counting up
The
all the points.
astrophage.
So I have two brackets. I have a ruby bracket
Whoa.
and a sapphire bracket.
Oh, this is about to get
That
interesting.
got real good.
In
real quick.
light of
That's
the
nice.
games, yeah.
That's nice.
So and just like a normal kind of bracket, it's one in the first round, one plays 16, 8 plays 9, 5 plays 12. So if you do, we were talking about March Madness earlier, if you do enjoy March Madness, you will be familiar with that format, okay? So let's start with the Ruby bracket, okay? And we will start at the top of it with the number 1 seed playing the number 16 seed, okay? The number 1 seed on the Ruby bracket, and remember there are two number 1 seeds because there's two, right?
Right.
But the number 1 seed on the Ruby bracket is Groudon.
Whoa.
Well, really, that's...
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Say that again. Say that again.
The
Say
number
that.
1 seed on the Ruby bracket is Groudon.
Is this just the titular character of Ruby? Is that what this is?
No. That,
We're going just the legendaries
So
first.
yes, Kyogre is
Right.
Sapphire.
You should see what the other bracket is.
Okay.
Perhaps.
we'll see when we get there. Which
All right.
the rate we're going will be an hour from now.
Crazy work.
And the 16 seed, will we get an upset? Shedinja.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
And remember how when we're voting, everyone votes however they want, right?
So
Because
we're voting on this. We're revealing it as we go. So we don't know who the next matchup is.
that's right.
cool.
That's how we did it last time. You guys okay with that?
yeah,
Yep, that's what
Okay.
I
sure,
mean.
100%.
Okay, so Groudon versus Shedinja. Hey, however you want to vote. Some people just go based off of the way they ranked him.
Yeah,
That was pretty controversial last time around, right?
it got really
Right?
controversial.
Or
yeah.
you can view it in the sense of how they'd form up in battle, or I don't care. However you want to vote, just vote.
Man,
Well, for me, I mean, I did get Ruby when the game came out, and I was never really a fan of Groudon because I didn't really like ground attacks because he was part ground, and I don't know. I was never a huge fan of that. So I think this would be something I'd be willing to do an upset of.
No way.
Honestly.
Oh my god.
Well,
Dude, Groudon, the first correct me if I'm wrong, first ever legendary ground type Pokemon?
oh yes,
Is that
yes,
right?
sir. That's
You're
correct.
100% right.
He's a
yes.
stud,
I-
dude.
which
I'm
ground's
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he can also he mega evolves, which is that's stupid. That's dumb.
Because he's already a legendary.
oh yeah, he has.
No, it's not dumb. It's great. He's a legendary who can mega evolve. He's a giant Godzilla fire monster that shoots ground. Whatever.
Dude, I don't know. There's just something about ground types, man. I just can't stand him.
All right, so you're going Shedinja.
I am.
I
yeah.
love Shedinja. He was in my top 10. My favorite thing about Shedinja is that you have to allow the Pokemon to evolve while fainted, and it's a ghost of the Pokemon. He dies and comes back as a hollow husk, a ghost, and nothing. He can't be knocked out unless the attack is super effective,
Yeah.
which I love. That is very cool. It's a fun little niche thing to do. Now that's cool. I love like little like kitschy fun things. Like a party on a bus or something, right? Or Godzilla. So I'm gonna say Godzilla. Also, and this is gonna become relevant later. I have in Pokemon Go, which I saw Amato playing earlier. I have quite a few perfects. I only have one perfect legendary. His name is Groudon.
There you
Oh,
go.
wow. Oh,
Interesting.
whoa.
Stud.
Perfect. Dang,
So,
dude.
Yeah, I love Groudon. He's great.
Trevor's going Groudon.
Yeah.
Same here. I full agreement with Trevor. Let that go be on the record. I love Groudon. He is very high on my list. Very high on my list. So, Justin, I think you're a fool.
Yeah, well, I'm going Shedinja,
Wow, that's
but
crazy.
I do like Ninjask better, but it's okay. I'll still go.
You know,
You like the worst version of the. Okay.
it's crazy because I think I agree. I do not like Groudon. He's like at the bottom of my list of legendary Pokemon.
Justin's Unite. There we go.
But
Wow.
Shedinja can learn Substitute and so many other like.
Man, I love
controversial
yeah,
moves
Tyler,
that-
man, when I'm going into battle, you know what I want? Substitute. I don't want like a 140 attack move. I'm
Dude,
good.
Substitute is
Did I-
clutch, man. I'm telling you, especially on
Dude,
Shedinja.
JD, are you going Shedinja right now?
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God, Shimano, no
100%.
pressure, bro.
No, no
Will
pressure
this
at
be
all.
the first ever 16 seed eliminating
Crackhead
one seed?
behavior, dude.
This is just kind of what our podcast is kind of known for, is just being
Crackhead
a little bit like a crackhead. So I do want to like lead with, I'm in waters in Pokemon realm where I'm just like, these are cool. Like I didn't like Gen 1, know them like the back of my hand. Gen 2, I know them quite well. Gen 3 and beyond, it's kind of a lot of how they look, like what moves they can do, things like that. Vibes is a lot of what I am kind of dealing with.
Okay.
And for me, I gotta go with, you gotta go with Godzilla. Groudon,
thank God.
that's where you have to go on that one.
Let's just a quick reminder. He controls the ground of the world.
The world,
Of
yes.
the world.
Planet, yes.
Wherever there is ground, he can do things. And even if there is water, he can just what's under the water. What's
More
that?
ground.
Say it out loud, yo.
No, yeah, it's
And
ground.
when he
that's for
mega
sure.
evolves,
It's ground.
he's you don't like ground types. What types do you like? Perhaps fire? Is fire a cool type? Because that's what he is when he mega evolves.
He's fire, yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So I mean, that's whatever. Dumb. It's just dumb. I hate having Godzilla in my pocket. It's useless.
In your pocket.
Yeah, I hate
Love it, dude.
So stupid. Let's just take a gander. 150 attack base stats, 670 total. Yeah, garbage. Trash. Eruption, 150 damage.
Eruption is a good move, though. I will tell you that. That's a great move.
We could use substitute. That'll get him every time.
Could you substitute for Eruption?
Man, alive.
Dude, that's amazing. We'll have to go back and listen. I wonder if any other one seed came that close to elimination in the first round. I struggle to think that it happened.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah.
So, anyways, Groudon moves on to the second round. So let's continue on. The 8 versus the 9 seed. We have another legendary or mythical, maybe. I don't know. The 8 seed Latias
Mm.
All right.
versus the 9 seed Flygon.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a
All
good
right.
one.
Okay. Actually, that's pretty evenly matched there.
You better not be
8-9.
voting Flygon, brother. He's ground.
I'm not. Oh, trust me, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going Latias.
Get this guy out of here. He's ground. We don't like that around here.
I do like Latias. Obviously, a dragon type is an elite type. I'm sure Trevor might have something to say about that. But yeah, I think Latias is a solid one. I know I'm not really a huge I never usually use them on my team when I'm playing the game because I always go for other dragon types or other dragon type Pokemon. But yeah, I mean, I'm going Latias in this one for sure.
Flygon, for me, is one of my best Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Seriously.
Yes, like I got a perfect one, and he's a beast. And he's in that, I think he's 2496.
Ultra League, baby. Rolling him out.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
He's
2500
got
less.
3 different moves. I mean, he's incredible. So I'm very partial to Flygon. I will say when the games came out, and I'm watching Pokemon back in the day, and Latias and Latios,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Man, I remember being like, "What are those?" Because you'd see them flying around, and like, there's just so much mystery behind them. But Flygon's just my G, so I'm going Flygon.
Yeah.
Flygon looks cooler, I think. But that's just me.
I mean, I always find it weird when there's a flying a Pokemon that can fly that's a ground type. Like, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, it always feels a bit odd that they're disconnected from the very thing that they're supposed to be like type connected to.
Just
So
versatile, baby. Just versatile,
yeah, versatile or just like it just seems odd to me sometimes. But I mean, Flygon looks all right. It looks very much like the Fly from it reminds me a lot of the Fly from the 1980 movie with Jeff Goldblum. Like that type of a Fly. But they're just Latios and Latias are just kind of just cool looking to me, and just I don't know, they're kind of mysterious,
Vibes.
like you were saying, and everything like that. My vote's gonna go with Latias.
Okay. How about you guys?
Ready?
I definitely think I'm gonna go with Latias. I'm not a big Flygon fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool Pokemon and all, honestly, and his typing is very different.
Yeah, I mean, still dragon, but that's secondary. But you pair anything with ground, it's automatically an L for me. So
Really,
yeah, I can't.
Man,
stand
you
Earthquake
really-
is crazy.
I hate ground type Pokemon.
But yeah, I'm definitely putting in my bet for Latias.
Man,
It's just the most ridiculous. I've never even there's not a type that I hate. There's no type that I hate. They're all cool.
I hate ground and fairy. Those are my two hate.
hate fairies.
I do.
Interesting because you act like one. So I was gonna say, Flygon, but actually, interestingly enough, this is Latios or Os.
Os.
Yeah. So they're honestly interchangeable. But Flygon, Latios. I had Os higher, but Flygon was 12. Latios was 13. Again, interchangeable. So I would have said Flygon, but it's a coin flip. They're both cool. Flygon is interesting because he's kind of in that borderline pseudo legendary
Yeah.
spot when those are always fun because you get those. You can get those earlier, right? You got to wait till end game to get Latios. You can get Flygon before you fight the Elite Four.
There you go. So Latias is moving on.
Latias is moving on. Okay, here we go. Next up, 5 seed versus 12 seed. We have the 5 seed. I hope I pronounced these all properly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Militich. Milotich.
I think it's melodic.
Melodic. There you go.
I think it's
I was
melodic.
reading it like if she was Serbian. You know what
Darko
I'm saying?
Milicic. Yeah.
Yeah. And Mightyena, the 12 seed.
Wow, coming
Wow.
in.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not expect that.
Do you have Mightyena higher?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm waiting. Actually, Mightynena's our number one Pokemon.
I'm not going first this time. I'm gonna let somebody else go first this time.
I'll go first.
Oh,
strong.
strong.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, a lot of this is kind of built off of my own just kind of vibes of these Pokemon. So I will say, if you have a real issue with any of my Pokemon choices here, there's a reason why. So between these two, Melodic is is definitely a cool Pokemon, but a lot of times when it comes down to it, any type of dog type of Pokemon is gonna get like a little bit of a bump for me. I just I love dogs, and they always have like cool looks to them when they're in the Pokemon world. So for me, I'm gonna go with Mighty Ina.
I actually love Mighty Ina, whatever how you pronounce it. He is a worse Houndoom.
True.
But I had him 16th. I had Melodic third. Same situation. Pseudo legendary, 540 score, special defense through the roof. Also, absolute PETA, pain in the you know what to get and have evolved. You had to make it have max beauty, which is a new mechanic in the games.
Yep.
And a Phoebus is like one of the gnarliest things to catch and find. And so, and it looks very cool, like a counter to Gyarados in a way aesthetically.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't have an issue with Mighty Ina because I'm like you. If it's a dog Pokemon, I'm in.
Yep.
Like, I just think Melodic is in that range of like, man, it's just such a unique vibe.
Yep.
And
Well,
also, it's what Dragonair should have evolved into. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, well, what you were saying with like it being like kind of like the opposite side of the coin of like a Gyarados, like also with like Feebas kind of being the almost like Magikarp type that's like relatively like odd looking, maybe not as useful as its as its evolved version.
So, Trevor, you said you had Melodic at number 3? Same, number 3.
Hey, look at us. We're
There
back.
you go. We're back.
We're
baby.
back.
Let's go. Yeah,
curious.
Melodic is just incredible, absolutely incredible. I'm when I do the games, I'm usually a huge Magikarp to get a Gyarados.
Really?
Like, that's what I usually do with my my water type. Even if I have to force to start the game with a water type Pokemon, I'll end up dropping the starter and getting a Gyarados. But that's just what I did. But when Melodic came along, I was like, okay, this is same vibes, same Magikarp, same Gyarados vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with it. And Melodic is actually like really clutch.
Powerhouse.
Dude. Yeah, it's so good. But I mean, yeah, I do favorite dog Pokemons. I really do. But I think it's gonna be hard to take Melodic down. I'm going Melodic.
I will say also, I want to say in Pearl and Diamond, Cynthia has one, and it is
And does.
freaking gross.
Mm.
It is such a headache.
And Melodic playing cards are way better, like visually better.
Oh yeah,
than,
I mean, for a fictional animal, it's a gorgeous design.
Yes.
It's so pretty. The
Yes.
colorful scales, like it's very unique.
So what's the score at right now?
2-1.
yeah, 2-1.
Well, this is the classic tale of the ugly duckling. I think Melodic is a solid Pokemon. I think that's gonna be my choice.
There you go.
All right. So it's 2-2 right now, or
No,
Melodic
it's
just won?
3-1.
3-1. Great.
Yeah.
Well, I was going Melodic anyway. So
Oh, okay. There you
I
go.
just trying to keep up with math.
It's hard for you, I know.
It sure is. Yeah, Melodic's high on my list too. I think I have Melodic at 5. So I am with it. Okay, here we go. Next up, the 4 versus the 13. Hey, matter of preference, would you guys rather me announce the lower seed Pokemon first?
Yeah,
and
go
then
that
the-
way. Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
All right, great. Build the anticipation. Okay. So the number 13 seed in this round, Dusclops.
Okay.
And the number 4 seed over here in the Ruby bracket is Salamence.
Oh,
All right.
dang, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really wish Dusclops did not go up against Salamence because I really enjoyed Dusclops, and the main reason is because ever since Horizon came out, Pokemon Horizons, Dusclops is one of the explorers, the villains Pokemon, and the way they use him and utilize Dusclops is absolutely incredible. Like visually, like the animation is better than the original Pokemon series in Horizons. And Dusclops has like some crazy ghost and like psychic abilities that he like executes, and I mean he looks really cool. Like a mummified Cyclops, like how I mean that's on paper that should be elite, that should be incredible, but it's hard to go against Salamence, man. Like, you're getting. I mean, if you think about it, you're getting Salamence and potentially like Roaring Moon. Like, I mean, if you can get that type of transition, but I mean, dude, Salamence is very, very powerful, very strong Pokemon. And unfortunately, I mean, as much as I've grown to love Dusclops, I'm gonna have to go with Salamence on this one.
Yeah, I think I thought I had Dusclops on mine. I guess I don't. I do. He's somewhere. Anyways, I think the dude's awesome. Salamence is flying Godzilla.
Yeah.
I mean, and so he's
Yeah.
again pseudo legendary, and that's where like it really there started to be also a a shift in, I think, Pokemon design with this one, where you started having more. I mean, Buddy's total stats were 600.
Insane, dude.
Like, that's rare air. And so, negative points for me for the evolution line. Shelgon sucks.
Yeah.
Until
will
level
with that, yeah.
50. Oh my god.
Dude,
But
I know.
he's sick. And he also mega evolves and has like the scythe wings, which is sick too. So yeah, love
Scythe wings are
Salamence.
cool.
That's mine.
Yep.
I am definitely going Salamence.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, it's
I think
hard.
you're gonna be
It's
a clean
hard.
sweep here.
There's
sensing
there's no question about it. I like Dusclops and all, but I think Salamence is 100% the better Pokemon.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shimano?
yeah, I think like Salamence is like one of the best examples of like what you think of when you think of a true like movie dragon. Like
Yeah.
honestly, when it comes down to it, like I just think it looks amazing, and like if you were to go to a movie, somebody would be like, "Oh, there's a new dragon
Yeah,
movie."
Rain of
out."
Fire 2 came out. Oh, yeah, Salamence.
Yeah, Salamence would be like, you'd be like, if it was Salamence, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's what it should look like. I do agree with you about like the Sheldon. Like that's a
Brutal.
weak middle evolution.
Yeah.
Although it seems like there's a lot of those like weak middle evolutions.
Pupitar, man.
Yeah.
Pupitar's on the line for you.
But yeah, and you know, I mean, Dusclops is all right, but I definitely have to go with Salamence.
Yeah, I'm with you. Salamence, clean sweep for sure. I didn't even have Dusclops on my list. If I'm
First sweep,
honest.
right?
Yeah.
That's first sweep of the day.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, first sweep. There you go. So Groudon couldn't do it, but Salamence did. Okay, next up, the 11 versus the 6 seed. The 11 seed starter Pokemon, Torchic,
Oh.
All right.
and
Hold on,
the
before you say anything else, what's the other seed number?
6.
I'm voting for that.
All right, and the 6 seed, Swampert.
Hey, okay.
I'm voting for that. First off, the Fire Chicken line I don't love.
Really, you're not a Blaziken fan?
No, he's like the worst bipedal fire.
Oh, we're
What?
Oh, dude.
Well, he said bipedal. You got to
Hey.
factor in all. Like,
Yeah.
Over Delphox?
He's worse. Absolutely.
I don't know about
Delphox will
that.
box that dude.
Okay, well let's
Special
keep it
attack,
moving.
baby.
Don't worry, we will talk about Blaziken later.
Fighting
no doubt.
fire, psychic beats fighting.
You're not wrong.
You're not, yeah. You're type advantage, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
but
dang.
right now we're talking about Torchic. We're talking about Torchic and Swampert.
Well, majority of the times playing through Ruby, I did start with Torchic, and I did think that Blaziken was pretty cool. But Swampert though, water ground. They should not exist
Whoa.
together. But because of the ground, I hated mud freaking slap or whatever, mud slap. I hated that attack that you had to start off with. I could not stand it because it does not. It's not effective against most. Okay. For this one, I'm gonna go with Torchic.
Ooh, wow.
So yeah, it's for me. I said it was going to be Swampert, and the reason the water ground actually is incredibly effective as far as covering type advantages across everything except for grass. It negates the electric advantage. It also is widely considered the best final starting Pokemon evolution of all of them, for the aforementioned reasons. So love Swampert.
I feel like Swampert doesn't get any good TCGs though. Like I feel like I haven't seen like a beautiful trading card.
Is this the TCG pod?
No, it's not. But I'm just saying. Like I'm just trying to point out here that
I know.
It can be.
Torchic
You
doesn't
can
get any
vote that
love.
way.
Torchic doesn't get any love either. Like don't get me wrong. Like Torchic is.
Yes, it's a 1 foot tall chicken.
Yeah.
You just got the chicken that Link throws in Zelda, and you said I want that more than the giant.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I
model.
only vote on if I like the card or not.
That's how I vote now. From now on. No, I'm, just
Yeah,
kidding.
that's
I'm
fine.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Pokemon TCG.
But yeah.
But yeah, it's him for me.
Okay. Yeah. Swampert, it's funny. I eventually started liking Blaziken more, but when I first started playing, I liked Mudkip a lot better than Torchic.
Same.
And so I loved Mudkip, and I built this affection for Swampert. So I'll go Swampert here. But
Dollar Trevor Alliance is strong.
I do like Torchic, but I think I'm gonna go Swampert. His Mega Form is amazing. He has such a cool buff design for his Mega Form. I think the Swampert line is just honestly the whole Gen 3 starter line is just fantastic in my opinion. I think it's the best starter trio I've seen in a while, but I think Swampert takes the cake for
I
this
hadn't
one.
seen his mega in a while. His mega is wild. Look at
No,
that.
seriously,
his
it's
mega
really
is
good.
So he's so freaky. Like he's gonna
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
crush you, dude.
I will say this: the starters though, they're the three middle evolutions: Torchics, Combuskin, and then Marshtomp. They're
Yeah.
terrible looking.
Yes.
Marshtomp looks.
Grovile takes that by a landslide.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Shimano,
Shimano.
did you vote?
I have not voted yet.
Okay.
So for me, through everything that we have seen here, through our voting so far, I think it's comes down to a pretty simple idea of I was always a water type, like just like water type starter. That's where I run. That's why I've always enjoyed the water types. Or I know fire is probably the more popular, I feel, for the most part, but water was always my run. So I'm gonna go with Swampert.
Okay. So Swampert is moving on.
Swamp air in French.
Swampert. Okay. Next up, the number 14 seed and the number 3 seed. So the number 14 seed is it Bagon? Bagon?
Oh,
Bagon?
isn't it?
Bagon.
hang on, yeah.
I'll get it eventually. And the 3 seed, which is another one of the Pokemon. There are 6 on our list that were on all 5 of our lists.
Oh,
Nice.
It's not a lot.
no.
It's only 6.
Out of, yeah,
this
we
is
all
one of them.
Sent 32 in. So
Metagross.
hey,
Oh man.
dude. Okay, so
What do
going.
you guys put bag on here?
I mean, I do like Bagon, but
Is this you?
I mean, I'm not higher than Metagross. No way,
Right,
dude.
but you put him on the list though.
I think he's on my
I
list.
did put him on the list, yes. Because he gets to dude, he
That's
gets
fair.
to
That's
sound.
fair. That's fair.
It's hard. It's
That's
hard
fair.
not to.
I mean, it's no.
He
but
looks
it's fair.
better, though. He looks
and
cool. I
and
don't mind
the
it.
reason I had him on my list,
The
literally,
mullet.
I remember, huh?
The mullet.
mullet, yeah.
no, it was literally like as I'm playing Pokemon Go. Anytime I'd find him, I was like, oh my gosh, I
That's
was
true.
so excited,
Yeah.
So
Look at that mullet,
like,
dude. Look at that mullet.
yeah,
Dude, it's great. I don't know what
He
you're
looks
talking about, dude. It's a
Nice
shell,
little mullet,
dude. It's a
yeah.
shell.
Party in the front.
all right, where we going, JD? Who you voting on here?
Oh, I'm definitely going Metagross. He's actually one of my favorite Pokemon.
Is that
Same.
right?
Oh, 100%.
He's also
His
pseudo,
shiny
too,
form is
pseudo-legendary.
amazing.
Yeah, the shiny form's cool.
His pseudo legendary. I'm going him. Also, his Pokedex entry is like the processing power of like 9,000 computers or something. Like he's like a
Yeah.
genius. He's cool.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I will say Metagross for me also capitalized on Pokemon Horizons as well. Metagross is one of the Rising Volt Tackler's members Pokemon, and she actually uses him like to fly around with and like rides on his back because he hovers, and it's so cool. It's so incredible. So yeah, I'm definitely going Metagross as well.
Yeah, Metagross is a stud. I'll go Metagross also, no doubt.
Shimano sweep or no sweep?
So I will say, like, I did have Bagon on my list, partially because it leads to Salamence.
Yeah.
So, there's always that little connection to the Pokemon that lead up. But I'll go with the sweep.
Let's
Yeah.
go, baby.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
He's a tank, dude.
Dude. Yeah, for real.
He's a tank. Okay, we're moving on. I like the speed we got here, boys. This is good. The 10 seed versus 7 seed. We are almost done with the first round of Ruby bracket. We have Trico, the 10 seed,
Okay.
versus Latios, the 7 seed.
Okay. Interesting.
I think I am actually going to switch up and go Trico. He's
Trico.
my favorite starter in that generation.
Mm-hmm.
When he got introduced with Ash, he had the little twig in his mouth, and he was just crazy, man.
Yeah, twig in the mouth. Yeah, Trico. Yeah.
Dude, he's such a cool Pokemon. I think I'm definitely going to have to go Trico.
Trico's got some swag, right? Like, he really
Oh,
does.
100%.
Yeah, he's this gen's Squirtle. Like Squirtle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
He was that dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, Trico's the same. It was the same way.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm going Trico as well. Like it's hard. It's hard, man. I mean, we already did Latias. I mean, they're literally like the same.
I say
Like,
we.
one's blue,
What
one's
if we
red.
get it to where they face off against each other?
Why not?
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. 2 votes for Trico so far, so it's up to you guys.
Yeah, that's true. Shimano, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I think something that kind of negatively affects like the legendary and mythical type creatures sometimes is that they're so hard to actually interact with in a lot of games, to where they're like something that you may never see. So
Yeah.
I feel like you just
Especially
like
these two.
It's harder to like gain a connection with those Pokemon. Like the starter, especially against like a starter, because like starter like day one, like they're there and you use them so much. No matter what run you have, you're gonna have one of them. And I will say, generally, my least favorite type out of the 3 starters is usually whatever the grass type is. But even in this case, I will take Trico over Latias.
I'm with you. I don't really care either way. I think that out of respect to the final evolution Sceptile, right?
Yeah, Sceptile.
His mega is pretty sick.
dude.
And honestly, I want to apologize a little bit to Blaziken. He still sucks, but his mega is very cool. I forgot what it looked like. He still sucks, but it's still cool. But no, I think that's a really good point, Amato, and I think it has to be a truly iconic legendary for it to get a whole lot out of me because I spend 50 hours with Trico.
Yeah.
I spend 5 with Latios.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, I get him at the end, and then I go grind whatever post-game content there is, and maybe I fight another round through. But you're also not going to use a legendary because you want. I mean, it's kind of not. I don't know. It's not fun.
It's not.
Yeah,
right.
like it's more fun to get a guy and grow him to me.
Yep.
And so, I'm with you. That's so well pointed. And Trico.
Okay. Wow, so everyone's voted Trico.
Wow, a Trico sweep was not
Trico
in the
sweep for an
cards for me.
upset? I'll go Latios just because I just out of principle. And I had him higher on my list than Trico.
Oh, boy,
Although
here we
I will admit, I do like Trico a lot. So, but I will go Latios. Moving on to the next round. Or sorry, Trico, excuse me. Moving on to the next round. All right, last matchup in the round 1. The number 15 seed, is it Aaron or Aaron? Aaron?
A-Rod.
Yeah,
It's Aaron, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And the number 2 seed, another one of the 6, Groudon and Metagross, who were on all of our lists, right? Now the number 2 seed, Blaziken. Just talking about Blaziken.
2 seed.
Can I go first?
Oh, please.
Yeah, Trevor, you
please.
probably need to.
I need to go first. So here's the thing. All right, Aaron, Steel Rock. He's basically Rocky from Project Hail Mary. Look at this little guy. And he evolves into.
He's a better bag on.
Yeah, he is a better bag on it. He evolves into Aggron, which Aggron's cool, defensive powerhouse. Mega Aggron is cool looking too. Somehow a little overrated. This is Blaziken all day. So I mean, there's just no shot.
Yeah.
I can't give it to Aaron. I mean, Blaziken's not my favorite. Even in the top half, I think, of my favorite starters, like Final Evolutions. Though, he is a Final Starter Evolution, and it was iconic for the gen. So, give me Blaziken. Didn't think that was going to happen, did you, JD?
I didn't
honestly.
honestly.
Yeah, got you guys.
I did not see that coming. I'm definitely gonna go Blaziken. He's such a cool fire final evolution. I think he's probably one of my top 3 final fire evolutions. So he's definitely gonna be over here.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Blaziken too because I mean firefighting is just such a deadly
unique
duo,
typing,
man.
yeah.
I think it's so cool. I mean Blaziken, the Mega Evolution sells it hard, man.
You know what
it's
cooks
so
Blaziken
good.
really bad?
What's that?
Ground.
Wow, I'm going Blaziken here. It's just hard to go against it. So
Yeah, Blaziken's got straight vibes for me, man. Fighting's one of my favorite types, and just the fact that it's a firefighting type. I loved using Blaziken in the game too, like in Ruby, in Sapphire. Like loved running it with Blaziken. So he's got my vote here.
there you go.
I will say, like, Aaron has he has just this cool little guy vibe. But honestly, I
Kind of like JD, right? No.
I do kind of dislike the fact that I'm having to just kick him out in the very first round. But yeah, I mean, I go Blaziken here for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Wow. Well, I think that is a wrap on round 1. Let me do something on this computer here. Okay. Are you guys ready for round 1 on the Sapphire bracket?
Let's bring it, man.
You guys ready for this? Okay.
Born for it.
So we'll start with the 1 seed and the 16 seed. The
Kyogre, we know,
16
yeah.
seed. What's that?
I said Kyogre, we know. Let's go.
The 16 seed.
I'm gonna laugh at 16's Kyogre.
The 16 seed is Tropius.
Oh,
Tropius.
who put Tropius on their
That's
list?
an underrated Pokemon. But
we
he's
have our
like-
answer.
I had him 27th.
Well, what
I
did
had him 27th. Relax.
I
Relax.
mean, you didn't make my list, so. But anyway, Tropius, go ahead.
So Tropius is the 16 seed, and the 1 seed. Well, we called this the Sapphire bracket, but maybe it should be the Emerald bracket.
Ooh.
The 1 seed on this side is Rayquaza.
Is it shiny Rayquaza or regular Rayquaza?
That's a great
Important.
question.
I mean,
It's
Does
important.
it matter
Shiny,
against Tropius?
Shiny sweeps the entire bracket for me. Then
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But no, okay, Rayquaza, dude. I mean, once again, I'm bringing up Horizons a lot in this because I've been watching it. I mean, for a long time now, since it came out. It's like four parts in. So, dude, Rayquaza is a big focal point. It's shiny Rayquaza in the show, but still, Rayquaza is such a cool Pokemon, man. It's got that.
Aura.
Dragon vibe / like Power Ranger like Thunder Zords. So it's kind of hard to go up against
Out
that.
of the sky, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's so incredible. Dude, I don't see Tropius here. Tropius does have some good looking TCGs though. I'm
He
telling you,
does.
out of nowhere too. Like you're like, what? Tropius has a freaking secret rare. Like I'm like, what is going on here? But it's got to be Rayquaza for me.
Tropius is he was 27th for me. I wouldn't necessarily say like I'm a fan, but I do think he's interesting. And what I'll say is this. You look at this dude, you look at his typing, he's grass flying, and he's a 220-pound brontosaurus. Doesn't make sense, which is cool. And also, he
Mega evolution.
should know he didn't have one. He goes in the list of I'm talking about a daggum.
Tropius.
Oh, Tropius.
Bro.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
The answer is Rayquaza all day. But Tropius goes in the list of which with another guy who was on my list, Manectric, who should have been way cooler and better than he was. Design, idea, excellent. And you look at his stats, how useful he is, 460, and you're like, gross.
I always think it is odd, like when you get a Pokemon that just looks awesome, but then just like you look at their stats and it's just like you're just like you just feel like it's a waste. You're like it could have been like the two should have just went hand in hand and they just don't.
Yeah.
So I'll make it short and sweet. Like just Rayquaza is just the one I gotta go with in this situation.
I will point out though, in Pokemon Horizons, they do say Rayquaza, so I don't know.
Rayquaza.
I don't know if
they do.
that's yeah.
I think that's the accurate.
They're
Rayquaza,
rednecks.
though.
Rayquaza.
Well,
Rayquaza.
truthfully,
man.
no matter how you
Rayquaza.
pronounce it,
Yeah.
Rayquaza. Rayquaza is going through to the next round for
100%.
sure, bro.
He's sick. He's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely awesome. Just like I said, straight aura, man. So, okay, next up, the 8 and 9 seed. First up, the 9 seed, Slaking.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the 8 seed, Sharpedo.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
This is a fun matchup right
Uh-oh.
here.
Let's
This
hear
feels
Trevor's,
like it's
let's
gonna
hear
be
Trevor's
interesting.
argument here.
Yep.
I don't have one. Everything is sad.
I will say this: the riding feature and like the being able to surf and all that kind of stuff. Like Sharpedo was the Pokemon that was used in like far as like when Ash went to in the series, you would ride a Sharpedo is what you did. Like that was the designated riding Pokemon with Sharpedo. And
His Mega sucks so bad.
I hate his Mega. I do. It's a significant downgrade. But when you're going against Slaking,
King?
I'm calling him Slaking, but yeah.
You might have heard that at the show. I was like, about to say, really?
No. Slaking. I don't know. Man. I never like the sloth animal in general. Like I'm not a huge fan of, and so I don't know. I'm Sharpedo.
animal
Sharks
in
are
general.
cool.
Hey.
Sharpedo you can ride on, and he's got some like he's like the fastest water Pokemon, I believe, or one of the fastest water Pokemon.
His speed is good. I don't
Yeah.
think it's the fastest, but it's good.
Yeah.
He's also water dark, which is interesting.
Yes.
Fighting will break his jaw, but
Yeah. I kind of like Carvana better, but
so are you going Sharpedo?
I'm going Sharpedo. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna
Ooh.
go Sharpedo too.
Hey.
Whoa.
So Slaking, 670 stats, wild. Like that's Groudon level stats. Ability Truant, can't attack, but every other turn. Get this guy on my team. I have no time for this.
No,
I have no time for this. Moves only every 2 turns. Get out of here.
Man, you get a slacking with pure power, man. It's
Yeah, if
Oh,
you
boy.
live, because that Blaziken's gonna kick him in the jaw, and he's
I'm
gone.
definitely going
Super effective.
I'm definitely going slacking, man. He's such a cool Pokemon line, and Norman was
Mm,
the first gym leader to have them.
Dude.
right, good point.
And that was a hard battle.
It
man.
was.
Oh my gosh.
The first gym leader you meet in the series ever,
Yes.
too.
Yes, brutal. Shimano, what are you thinking?
So, I mean, Sharpedo looks super cool, and I will say, like, Slacking kind of falls into this realm of Pokemon that when you would fight them, it was super annoying because they had very high defense usually,
Yeah.
and it was really hard to take them down. Things like that, like Chansey, Snorlax, like that type of realm of just like Pokemon that were like hard, that it took a lot of hits, and like it was just annoying to take them down, and so partially that's kind of where it's pulling me right now. So I'm gonna go with Sharpedo.
Whoa.
okay.
Okay.
This is you, right?
No, it's done.
It's
Sharpedo's got 3.
Sharpedo got 3, man. Thanks to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I will just say about Sharpedo, cool name. One of the coolest names, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously.
I mean, for real. But I would have gone Slaking. So sorry, JD.
Sorry. We tried.
Yeah, we tried. But Sharpedo has moved on to the next round. Okay. The 12 versus the 5. First up, the 12 seed, Poochiena, little Pooch.
Okay.
And the 5 seed, another small Pokemon, Mudkip.
Oh, man.
How many times did this battle happen early in the game, right?
Right.
Too many times.
Oh, yeah.
On
Yeah,
what,
that's a
route,
good point,
route
dude. That's a
5
good
or
point.
something? Or I don't know. Like,
Honestly,
all the
Poochien is
time.
a terrible Pokemon. Mudkip is such a great starter to have coming out the gate.
True.
Mudkip wins.
I
Hands down.
I believe it was. I think it's. Do you like Mudkips? Was a early. I'm 37, so an early meme. Type in "Do you like Mudkips?" and you'll get. I mean, it's the first thing if you spell it the way it's done. Do you like Mudkips? And the dude was. Here it is. So I heard you like Mudkips. That was the internet back in 2007 or whenever this came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mudkip for days.
yeah, it's Mudkip for me, too. I think, Poochena, if you could actually use them to get to my Mightyena, then yeah, you'd have a chance. But like, I hated grinding with Poochena. Like, I was like, there's definitely a better dark type out there. Like, I don't know. Mudkip's the way to go. Yeah, I can't argue that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going Mudkip as well. Shimano, am I right in assuming that you are? Oh.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
say, yeah, I'm going Mudkip.
Okay, so Mudkip, clean sweep. All right, moving on to the next round. The 13 seed versus the 4 seed. First up, the 13 seed, Wailord. Is Wailord the biggest Pokemon?
Yes.
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 Mhm.
And I think one of them, what was the, it was either Sword, Arceus, or Violet actually allowed him to be to scale, in the game, and it was, I think it was Sword and Shield, and it was wild.
Yeah.
Like it would screw the camera up. Like,
You could not see the character.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny. So Wailord is the 13 seed and the 4 seed, Absol.
Oh, man.
That's an interesting matchup there. I like Absol's aesthetic. Like Absol, like he looks cool. He's got the one like horn / scythe off of the head.
Mm-hmm.
But Wailord is just such a force, dude. It's like it's hard. I mean, it's gonna be hard to argue the battle, man. Like I don't know. I mean, technically Absol takes it because of like type advantage. I think.
I think Absol's pretty cool.
Absol, because isn't Absol ice or
No, he's dark.
He's
Dark.
dark.
dark ice?
Nope.
Dark normal,
dark.
I think.
Just
No
dark.
ice.
Dark.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
I don't
really
know why
dark.
I don't know why I thought. I guess it's because he's white. That's why I don't know. But Wailord. I mean, the biggest Pokemon. Dude, this is a tough one, man. I think I'm gonna go Wailord in this one. I generally like water type better.
Yeah, he's great. For my daughter, I'm gonna go Absol. It was like one of her first. It's the disaster Pokemon, which is an interesting. Every time it appears, it's followed by a disaster, earthquake or tidal wave. But I will say I'm going with it because Wailord is just big. He has no other appreciable stuff.
What do you think about Absol's Mega?
His Mega is, I think it's actually cool, like a Digimon.
It's emo though. Emo.
Yeah, he's got the
Absol.
angel
Emo with the
wings.
wings.
And also he goes up to 565. His physical attack is crazy. My knock on Absol, which is probably the last vote that he gets from me, regardless of whether he goes through or not, is that very similar to whatever I said earlier. I can't remember right now, but Tropius looks really cool.
Mhm.
limited usefulness. If you're going to run with Absol, it's because you really like Absol.
Yeah.
It's not helping you.
It's not helping you.
No.
I will say, Absol also has that, without the Mega Evolution, it does also have the emo swoosh going on,
Yes.
like haircut-wise. For me, I mean,
It's got the Karen, dude. That's the Karen. That's not no emo.
Absol's a Karen.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you look at that, that's a very defined
It
cut.
can
there.
now. It can learn Fire Blast, Ice Beam, along with everything else. So it's an interesting.
I mean, Ice Beam sounds like something a Karen would have.
Yes.
I feel like I remember Absol being kind of like difficult in Pokemon Go. It's like a pretty decent Pokemon. And
Yeah, I mean, he's got interesting attacks. He's got dark, fighting, psychic. Can learn ghost attacks. Can learn water,
Yeah.
ice, fire. It's kind of like an
Pretty
Eevee
versatile.
in a way. Yeah,
well, dude,
yeah,
I was gonna say
electric.
when you look at Absol, I'm like, man, this literally looks like an evolution Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if they considered that and then they just
Axed it. Yep.
axed it. Yeah.
Because, like, I guess, and I would say, given that it can learn so many types of moves, it being stronger would be a kind of a jacked up situation for the rest of the game.
Very versatile.
Yeah, it'd be like running with a Mew that you can get like mid game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
So what's
Yep.
the count at right now? Who's voted? I'm lost.
I'm Absol.
I did Wailord.
Absol.
Okay. Shimano?
I'm going to go with Absol.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
So
There
my
you go.
vote does not matter. That's fine. I probably would have gone Wailord, but we'll go Absol. Absoll moves on.
I love Wailord for what it's worth. I really do.
Yeah.
Cool
great.
Pokemon. So, okay. Here we go. The 11 versus the 6. I feel like I never know how to pronounce this Pokemon's name. Is it Sableye?
Sableye.
Sableye.
Yep,
All right, I
Sableye.
crushed it that time. There we go. That's the 11 seed, and the 6 seed is Sceptile.
Oh man, you know,
man.
before you
40.
gave the second one, I was honestly leaning towards Sableye.
Yeah.
But Sceptile, I will say, is probably my favorite third evolution starter ever.
Yeah, you
Like,
said
it's
that earlier.
oh my god, his
All generations?
his Mega Evolution is so
Yeah,
clutch, man.
Mega Evolution, it looks fierce.
That Trico line is just something else, man.
I do not mean this in a negative way at all. I know I cut a lot of jokes. It shows your age. It does show your age. Like it's the opposite. Like
Really?
Yeah. Like it. And just like how mine show my age, but like you grew up on it. Like it.
No, dude, seriously, man. Ruby Sapphire was probably one of the first games I had ever played on my Game Boy.
That's cool.
It was really
Yep.
something else.
Yep. It was up there for me too. So, okay, so you're going Sceptile. I'm going Sceptile as well. I actually like Sceptile a lot. Sableye is cool. It twitches his head a little bit, you
Yep.
know. But I think Sceptile's again back to Pokemon Go. Very useful for me in Pokemon Go for
Mm.
a long time.
I will say this: Sableye did have a pretty decent, like 4 or 5 episode arc in the anime, which was kind of fun. And he had like in the first episode that he appeared, like he was that mysterious, like what is that Pokemon in this mine in this cave, right? And you're like,
Right.
is it bad? Is it evil? And then like it kind of unveiled, and then he ended up being like kind of like a goofy Pokemon, and they were just like I don't know, just clowning and cheesing around. And but Sceptile is just
Yeah. I mean, it's
on another
Sceptile
level.
all day.
Yeah, Sceptile wins.
Now, I will say, Sableye is cool. Like he's very cool. He's weak as mess.
Yeah,
Now, look, you talk about Pokemon Go. He actually is elite for some of the lower ranked stuff for reasons that I don't fully understand. But he is I want to say back when I used to play it more competitively, like an S tier Pokemon in Pokemon Go, which is odd because he
Yeah.
sucks.
Sableye's Mega Evolution is so strange. It's
It is
just
very-
large gem. Like he just
Yeah.
gets a large.
He gets like a darker color. He looks a little more menacing.
Yeah.
But
He's
he
just
is.
holding this massive shield of a gem that was on his chest.
And he is cool. Like the little like gremlin ghost thing it's a cool idea. But yeah, Sceptile all day.
But yeah, so I'll say like Sableye is a little unsettling. Like just as a Pokemon,
Yeah.
like, you're just like, it really feels like it's like this little like trickster demon that'll, do something terrible to you.
Yeah.
In some sort of a horror movie. And I'll say I'll go with Sceptile as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sceptile moves on. We're close. 3 more matchups here in the first round. The 14 seed versus the 3 seed. Here we go. The 14 seed, Altaria.
Mm-hmm.
I think Altaria.
And the 3 seed, Shelgon. No, I'm
Wait
just.
a
I'm
Wait
just
a
kidding.
minute.
I'm
Hold on.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I was
I was about to come for you. Either you, T-Roll, or Shimada. One of the one of you two would have.
was
No,
like,
to be
what?
the 3 seed, you'd have to have multiple people voting high for you. Like it's
Yeah.
impossible. But
Yeah.
no, the 3 seed is actually. I again hope I pronounce it right. Gardevoir.
Hey, big girl.
Before we go any further,
oh my
Hold
before
on.
we go any further,
there is
parental discretion
literally
advised.
there's literally
There's
you might as well
unholy,
just go on to the next bracket. Just we don't have to do anything.
unholy things are being discussed for the next 5 minutes.
We don't even
If
need
you have small children in the car right now, you need to just skip ahead.
the
right?
best
Ahead 5
psychic
minutes.
type there is out there. Just let's move on. She wins, hands down.
And who is she against?
Altaria.
Oh, who
Man,
cares
I want
about
to vote.
Altaria?
I want to vote against Gardevoir, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean Gardevoir is pseudo legendary as well.
Yeah.
This one had actually more pseudos than I think. Other gens, I
I don't think
think?
Gardevoir's not a pseudo.
I don't- No, it's
Pretty
not
sure
a pseudo.
Gardevoir's
She's not a
pseudo.
pseudo.
No, it's a
Nope.
it's a 518 total base stats, which I think
Yep.
pseudo legendary you got to be at least close, if not over
600,
I think
600.
right?
six,
Okay.
almost 600. Yeah,
Okay.
she's not a pseudo though.
570, and you're thinking about it. If you hit 6, you are for sure.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, Gardevoir gets this, and
She's very cool.
there's a running. I don't know if it's
It's a fairy type.
well psychic first, right? Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Psychic fairy.
Psychic
But anyway,
fairy.
Gardevoir is just I don't know. It's one of the better because you get Ralts fairly early on,
Kinda
right?
early,
like
yeah.
So you develop that relationship with Ralts going through because it's hard to find a good psychic while early on in the game, and so you really just ride it out. And Gardevoir is fierce, and it's kind of like it's an inside joke / truth, but JD absolutely loves baby girl.
Oh,
Gardevoir.
100%.
So-
100%.
he'll go
She's number
ride or
one
die.
baby girl.
And, and so, like, I am just curious. So, species is the embrace Pokemon, and it's 5 foot tall, 106, 5'3", 106 pounds. Just curious if you
Down
ever
to the
like,
stats.
you ever searched? Yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, I'm just curious. Have you ever
So
like?
you're
done
not watching
any, like?
fan art now, are you?
I was gonna ask you, like, have you ever like any interesting searches on Google you've done before?
Oh no, that's
No?
that's kind of crazy.
I
I
mean,
don't know. Have you guys seen the Batman Joker Pokemon
Oh,
meme
no.
No.
with the
no.
Lopunny?
No.
Oh
Oh,
god.
it's JD except
Oh.
Gardevoir.
JD, all he needs is the Mega
He's
Evolution.
like, there's
because
not a law
Gardevoir's
against
got back
Pokemon,
in that Mega
Batman.
Evolution.
Crazy.
Yeah, so he's like, there's not a law against Pokemon, Batman. He's like, Joker, no. Like, I'll show it to you guys later.
Gets pretty dark.
Well, with JD, it's more like a respectful relationship. He just has like Gardevoir. It's like,
Like-
he's gonna take Gardevoir to prom.
Have
That's
to-
that's what's gonna happen.
Mhm. It's not weird.
I don't know about that one.
He did ask about buying a life-size pillow, if I recall.
You know, I did, but you said you wasn't supporting the habit, so
I would not support the habit.
maybe next time.
So Gardevoir is actually one of the 6 Pokemon that's on all of our lists.
Oh, as she should be.
Every list has her on there. So I'm gonna just put her on the next round. I don't know what the count is, but it sounds like no one is voting for Altaria. Okay, almost there. The 10 seed versus the 7 seed. The 10 seed Deoxys, and the 7 seed Aggron.
Okay. I never was a fan of Deoxys, to be honest with you.
Me either.
I didn't see the appeal.
The movie was cool though.
Well, the movie with him and Rayquaza was pretty sweet, right?
I mean, yeah,
The
but
movie was pretty cool.
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna say
I like the
now on
movie.
the podcast right now. I feel like this generation had way too many humanoid Pokemon, and it's
That's why JD likes it.
a little disturbing. A little. I mean, Gardevoir, the queen herself, is
Well,
like, leading the way there.
What number did you have Deoxys, if at all?
Not even on my list.
23 for me.
So low down the list.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
Aggron, you
Aggron.
said?
Yeah,
Right?
Aggron.
Yeah, give me. I don't think I have Aggron on here. I don't love Aggron either, to be honest. But
I don't either,
He's
but
not
I'll,
the best.
I'll take Aggron because just high defense. I mean, at least
he looks. I'll go Deoxys just because it is like an alien. Like it's
it
literally.
looks
an alien.
so strange, though.
It's a literal alien.
I will say Deoxys does have some cool TCGs, but other than that,
Yeah, it is. And it's got all
multiple
right.
forms. It's the normal
I'm
form,
selling
attack
myself.
form,
Yeah, I'm
defense
selling
form,
myself
speed form.
on it, but it is literally species DNA Pokemon, and it's the DNA of hey, Astrophage. The DNA of a space virus underwent submutation
Oh,
upon
shoot.
exposure to a laser
Yeah.
beam and resulted in Deoxys.
Exactly what it is.
Crystalline organ on this Pokemon's chest appears to be its brain.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go Deoxys, but
Interesting. Okay, so that's 1-1, right?
I'm going Deoxys, man.
Whoa.
I'm a fan, bro. I'm with it. Aggron's cool, but I've always kind of Deoxys is just unique to me, you know. So, it kind of feels like a what is it, like a sentinel in the Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like can do like
Everything,
shapeshift and
yeah.
change and do all these things. But yeah, I'll go Deoxys.
What about you, JD?
I'm not picking Deoxys. I'm definitely gonna go. I'm definitely gonna go Aggron. Deoxys is not my favorite, like you said. He just has too many forms. For one,
Yeah.
I feel like he was a very
You don't like having a lot of choices, huh? You just want it made for you.
100%. That's why I picked Gardevoir. But yeah, it's way too many forms. I do like his backstory. That he's technically an alien Pokemon that came to Earth. It's pretty cool, but other than that, I don't see the appeal. So I'm definitely going Aggron.
Okay.
When was Gallade introduced?
Gen 6, 5.
Let's see. Yeah, Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
All right, Shimano, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go with Aggron. You
Okay.
know, like I just on top. I like the lines, like the next level of like almost like a Rhyhorn, Rhydon, like that type of line. I like those. I like their looks a lot of the times. Even how much more useful they are is sometimes up for debate. But like I feel like Aggron is a solid entry into that like line of Pokemon.
So it all comes down to Justin.
Well, no, I did Aggron already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Shimano
Oh.
was the deciding vote. Yeah.
Oh, so Shimano just settled it. Great. Never
Yep.
mind. All right. Very anticlimactic there, ladies and gentlemen. I was like, great. We have a.
Yep. Shimano
Down
just
to the
settled
wire.
it. Yep.
Well, shows what a good host I am. Anyways, moving on is Aggron. And finally, the last matchup of round 1, the 15 seed Electrike. Okay. And the
The what seed?
the 15 seed. All right. And the 2 seed Kyogre.
Ah.
Oh, there's Kyogre.
Finally again.
Finally popped up.
Let me make sure I'm understanding. When you say Electrike, are you talking about Electric, the little snake dude?
Yeah, it's Electrike, but yeah. he's
Because like the
a little-
Manectric has, I think he's.
Or are you talking about the?
There's actually Electrike, the little 4-legged green dog man.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
That guy.
Electrike. Yeah.
And then against Whomst?
Kyogre.
Whomst? Wait,
Wait,
that's the last of it?
That's
So
it.
you're telling me?
Hold on. We'll get there. We're gonna get to honorable mentions in a moment.
Well, it should not be honorable mention. They should be in the bracket.
Well,
I
that's-
think.
well,
But-
we'll get
okay,
there.
All right.
So Kyogre or
Holy crap! I'm floored right now because there's like 2 Pokemon that I'm like, why are they not on the list? Anyway,
Definitely Kyogre.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easily Kyogre.
Can we
Like,
just
I'm
say
not-
Kyogre and
yeah,
get on to who got
please
left
move
out?
on that. Yes.
All right, so
You
let's
know
do
what?
it.
I'm actually gonna vote for Electric. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I like dog Pokemon. I had Kyogre higher, but like
Way to be different.
put.
Way
I
to be
think
different.
Trevor
Out
actually,
there.
you would have went Electric, didn't you, or no?
Oh,
Oh, okay. You mentioned you brought him up earlier, didn't you?
oh, yeah, he stinks.
Okay. Okay, Kyogre.
Terrible.
Okay.
Kyogre's crazy. He's Fish Godzilla.
Yes, correct.
I mean,
yes,
if,
Fish
if
Godzilla.
it had come down to it, I probably would have went Kyogre. But
Yes.
like, I'll just throw him out there, just to give him a bone, just so it isn't a sweep.
All right, so tell us why you're upset that Pelipper's not on the list here, Justin.
I
I had Pelipper on my list, first of all.
like Pelipper. I don't think I have him on my list, but no slander in this house.
It's gulping.
All right. All I gotta say is, I'm a little disgusted that Breloom didn't make it on here. I'm a little disgusted that Roselia didn't make it on
What?
here.
You're upset about that?
Yeah, dude. I think they deserve
I
it.
think Roselia's problem is that Roserade exists now. Didn't then, but
True,
like
correct. Yeah, that's a
it,
good point.
it got kind of boxed.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's actually a huge point.
Breloom
actually.
is such a
But dude,
different-
Hariyama's not on this
Hariyama,
list?
yeah,
Get
that
that
one
fool out
definitely.
my face.
How are we?
Really?
Dude.
Hariyama was so cool, though.
Oh my goodness. Loudred and Exploud? No, nobody likes them.
You really like lizard speaker dudes.
I mean,
Toxtricity, Loudred. You should get a team. I'm being serious.
ooh,
Actually,
that's
pretty
actually
nice.
not bad. Actually,
Good idea.
That's
Just like a
actually.
bunch of Sonic attack.
But dude, Claydol? No,
No, heck
No.
no.
dude,
No,
Kaboom on TCG,
Listen, brother.
phenomenal, dude,
I
phenomenal.
we didn't have Banette. We didn't have Walrein, which
Yep.
by the way, Walrein's stellar in Pokemon Go. We didn't have Jirachi, which is
Dude,
something
Meditite?
else.
No
we're not talking
Jirachi.
about Meditite
We
here.
didn't have
None of the Reggies.
None of the Reggies, which they
I'm
suck.
fine with that. They
Yeah.
all suck. And the fact that they added more Reggies was
Nose
baffling
Pass.
to me, dude.
Yeah.
Nose Pass is fun. I like Nose Pass. His nose
Nose-
always points north.
Listen, Nosepass is a huge member of the Pokemon Horizons team because he's the literally guiding compass
Yeah,
of the,
like, he's
of the,
cool.
of the team.
Let's see who.
Where the Reggies?
Yeah, nobody. No, yeah,
They were nowhere.
They
bro. I
weren't
don't know if-
desired.
they sucked.
Lotad, like
Dude,
iconic.
no Shiftry love. Why are we not getting Shiftry love
I'm
here,
not-
dude?
Oh, well, we want to give Shiftry love
Why not?
because it's Shiftry.
Oh my gosh, dude! You guys have something against Nuzleaf? You have something against Nuzleaf,
Yes.
dude?
This is actually one of the more fun parts
Yeah.
where we talk about who got left
I
out.
don't like.
Like, let's see. Who else are we? Lunatone?
No Lunatown.
No.
It's literally a moon.
Honestly, no. Honestly, TCG Lunatone is.
I know. Yeah, if you play the.
Dude,
Yeah.
you destroyed me with that
That's so
technique,
funny,
dude.
dude.
The Soul Rock and
yeah,
the Lunatone.
I was going back and forth.
I had no idea what was going on. I was like, how is this man just doing what he's
Whiskash.
doing to me?
Whiskash is fun. It's electric water, I think, or no, groundwater.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
Grumpig? No Grumpig love?
No. Gross.
My God.
I'm over here saying, like, here's a good Pokemon that went on the list. And you're like, you want Grumpig?
Grumpig? What were you guys thought is what about Armando?
Armando?
Yeah, Armando. I want to say Armando, but it's Armaldo. But
Armando.
I honestly, legitimately was about to say Armando.
Armando.
Yeah.
Oh
No
my
Armaldo
gosh.
love. Like that's.
Oh my
dude.
gosh, Armando. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
That's great.
But yeah, or cast form. No cast form.
No.
No.
Dude.
It's the Tesco Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It is.
Oh man, what a shame. What a shame. Chimecho. I know Chimecho.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot that I think could have been.
And Shelgon.
No, the one legit one though, the one legit one for me was Breloom. I think Breloom should have been on there because I think Breloom has some really good stats and is honestly a decent grass type. So,
And Claydol. You said Claydol too earlier, right?
yeah, because it's grass fighting too. Oh yeah, Claydol. I like Claydol. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, buddy.
There's some misses here.
You gotta let it go.
There's some misses.
Hey, we still got a lot of good Pokemon to talk
We
about.
do.
In
Let's
round two.
yeah, round 2 is gonna be fun. Let's
round
go.
2.
Let's
So
get
we're
it.
taking it back to the Ruby bracket where we started. We have the 1 versus the 8. The 8 seed Latias and the 1 seed Groudon. So all you guys who were hating on Groudon earlier, do you still want to hate on Groudon?
Still hating on him to this day.
Who's the two?
Wow.
I'll hate on him.
Groudon and
Till the
Latias.
day I die, dude.
Groudon for life.
Oh, Latias.
Latias, yeah.
Wow. So both of y'all are
Ooh.
just committed to
Dude,
this bid,
I
huh?
can't stand.
There's
Groudon,
it's no
dude.
bit.
When I bought Sapphire, I was like, oh, dude, the cover is gonna be like this mega like fire Pokemon. I'm so excited about this, dude. And then majority ground. I'm like, what's going on here, dude? You get Eruption, yeah. Eruption is decent, right? Like it's good. But dude, come on, it's such a tease.
It's not a tease. It's a.
You don't even get.
What don't you get? What don't you get, Justin?
I feel like you mentioned Mega Evolution earlier. That's not even this gen. Like Mega Evolution's later when he gets the full fire effect. But like,
Fair enough, but what is it? Which one?
no, I'm just saying like it's a.
You don't want the
tease.
670?
No, I don't.
Giant
I
Godzilla?
don't want that. The fact that, and even in the game when you had to like surf to get to him, and then he's like in the middle of the ocean, he's still like right there, like in the middle of the ocean, like on an island. Like you're like, what the heck are you doing here?
He's hanging out. He brought the ground up because he
Yeah,
can.
I don't know. No,
Because he runs the ground. Because
I'm going Latias.
he
I'm
could-
going
he
Latias.
could-
He's just too grounded of a Pokemon for Justin.
yeah, Justin's like I don't like when the Pokemon are good. I don't like when that happens. I like when the Pokemon are bad.
I want to struggle a little bit. I want to earn it. I want to earn my way.
I will say I'm gonna put this on the UT roll because I'm going with Groudon.
Okay, good.
So we got our split, and
Yeah,
you could
it's-
either send us into a spiral one way or the
Mhm.
other.
It's like, do I want to send Trevor into a spiral, or
Yes.
do I just, want to go with? Oh wait, no.
The
hold
right
on.
answer.
Yeah, it's freaking Groudon, guys. What the hell? I don't know what the hate is here. This is crazy to me, man. I think Groudon's an awesome Pokemon, but yeah, that's okay. It sounds like Groudon's not going to make it through this bracket the way that JD and Justin are talking. At some point, he is going to be ousted.
Eliminated.
Yeah, at some point, but not right now. All right. Melodic, the 5 seed, and 4 seed Salamence. Woo!
Oh my gosh, dude.
This will be fun.
How was that? How did I'm
That
so
is
sorry.
a-
How did the last one go down? My bad. I was
Groudon won.
Groudon.
As a
Yeah.
shit.
Dude, that is an absolute elite matchup this
This
round
is
here.
it's almost kind of like a Beauty and the Beast type of situation. Like
Ooh.
honestly, like aesthetically,
Interesting.
like just like the way that like Salamence looks.
It's so beautiful.
Salamence is Salamence looks so feral. Like he's like I mean obviously pure dragon.
Yeah,
that kind
and
of
then
thing.
and then you
pure
got
dragon.
you got Melodic, who looks much more elegant.
Right.
Dang, dude.
Doesn't Salamence have a mega form too?
Yep.
He has a mega form and
Well, that's not allowed in this one, so no.
I didn't say it was not allowed. I'm just
Oh, it's allowed when you want it to be allowed.
Saying it,
Okay, so it's allowed sometimes. It's allowed for Salamence. It's not allowed for Groudon.
Question mark.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, well, even past that, I think honestly,
We're not past that.
I think Salamence is honestly the best pick. Milotic is such a cool Pokemon, but he is such a powerhouse.
I think. What are you gonna vote for, Sandy? Because I want to do the opposite.
I was just gonna say I want to do the opposite of you.
I'm mad. I don't like this Pokemon. I'm gonna vote against
I
it.
love Melodic, dude. Melodic is so good, man. Are you voting for?
JD,
Vote for
wh-
Melodic.
Which one did you?
Oh, good. Me too.
Did you make a choice already?
Salamence,
Was
right?
Salamence? Okay.
Salamence.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going Melodic with Trevor. I'm in unison with him.
Oh, so you guys are going melodic?
Yeah. We are one, right,
Well,
Trevor?
Yes, we are one,
Wow.
but
All
only
right.
now.
Well, Salamence is winning it for me. Again, he's a lot of times I'm partial to dragons, and he's a awesome looking dragon, a beast in the game, and Pokemon Go, and yeah, Shimano, I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah. So I will pull back the curtain a little bit. Salamence was my number 1 overall.
There you
Pokemon.
go.
Oh.
That a boy.
Dang.
So
Love to hear it.
Love that.
I gotta go with Salamence. and
Love that.
it's- Yeah. Melodic looks cool, but like.
No,
yeah,
Melodix is awesome, man. Yeah, it wasn't an easy one.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those matchups where you're like, it seems a little early that they're going up against each other, but sometimes life plays out like that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one should also be fun, I think. The 6 seed versus the 3 seed. 6 seed Swampert, 3 seed Metagross.
Oh man, dude,
Okay.
this one is tough too.
Swampert and Metagross.
Hmm.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I Swampert. I like Metagross a lot. Swampert all day. I think there's not a scenario where it's not Swampert, only because it's so hard to find legit strong, well-rounded water Pokemon, and if you want to put it in a 1v1, it smokes Metagross because it's Steel, which is what it's weak against. Did you know what it's weak against?
Ground.
Yes, that's how that works. So so like it would smoke Metagross. Not many can, but it can.
Mm.
So love my boy.
Dude, I just think Metagross.
Swamp Star.
Metagross is just such a upgraded Geodude. It's just so hard.
Whoa!
So hard to
I
go
might have to
against
vote for
that, dude.
Metagross now. That was crazy
Yeah.
slander. Jeez.
No, I'm voting Metagross because I think he's just absolutely incredible, and
So
I
you're
think
voting for upgraded Geodude?
yes, absolutely, dude. He's everything Geodude should have been. That's
Slap
what he
a
is.
psychic
The
attack
first
on him.
the first evolution of Golem.
Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely, he's done right. He's done right. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm going Metagross, dude.
What's in the cup?
Tequila.
There you go. I'm going Metagross.
Okay. I think I'm going Metagross as well. I like Metagross.
Go, baby. Let's go.
I think I just quite simply had Metagross higher on my list than Swampert. I always liked Metagross. Always a Pokemon that I wanted to get in any game I was playing. So yeah, I'll go Metagross.
So I'm gonna even things out. I'm gonna take Swampert. Like I've said,
Crazy.
I like water Pokemon. Like they've always been my favorite. Like out of the 3 starters, and he's that final like evolution of the water starters in this. So I'm gonna go Swampert.
Well, my choice is very much so easy. Metagross is literally Psychic Steel. He's such a great Pokemon, like 100%.
Yeah, super strong.
Yeah. This vote wasn't Metagross. It was just gross.
Great.
All right, so Metagross is moving on. I think if my count is correct. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Okay.
Sounds right.
All right, next up, Trico, the 10 seed. This is the last matchup in the Ruby bracket round 2 versus Blaziken, the 2 seed. So head-to-head battle, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Dusted.
Yeah. I
Burnt to
mean,
a
type
crisp.
advantage. Yeah, for sure.
Sure, yeah.
But even like, okay, I'm gonna peel back the curtain for me. Blaziken was actually my number 1 overall seed.
There you go.
And I'm telling you, man.
So that was you.
yeah.
I was wondering who that was.
It was me. I was carrying for sure.
Or who?
Blaziken.
Oh man, we're just out here.
Blaziken takes Trico all day long. I do like Trico. I do enjoy Trico. I enjoy Trico over Torchic, but as far as Blaziken and Sceptile, it's still a tough matchup. It is, but I think Blaziken takes it for me. I'm going Blaziken.
I think Trico wins the aura points. I like
True. I don't disagree with
I
that.
like Blaziken as a whole, but I think I like the Trico line way more. So I think I'm gonna go Trico.
Ooh, I love watching how people vote. Blaziken's very high on my list. You had him number 1.
Yeah, he was number 1 on mine.
Blaziken's 2 on mine.
Okay.
So,
Sometimes I want every listener, the one that we have, probably just Courtney, to understand that sometimes when you look at the state of the union, the country, there's a lot of unrest happening right now, and it's easy sometimes I think to be, and I'm
where are we
guilty
going right
to be jaded about, man, like it's just not what it should be. Like the United States is not what it should be. And then I come and I do a Pokemon podcast, and I hear how freedom of speech is so important and impactful because you guys can just open a MacBook and just say any combination of words you want. And I just think that's really cool. I'm voting for Trico.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Thank you,
all on you,
founding
Shimano.
fathers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
It's all on me. Saying that, I'll keep it short and sweet. Blaziken.
Remember, guys,
Free
you-
speech, baby.
You do live in a free country. As bad as
speech.
things are, you can always say crazy crap on a podcast, and you can just start one.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
We did.
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
All right, we're shifting back over to the Sapphire bracket. All right. This is the 1 seed versus the 8 seed. Sharpedo, the 8 seed, versus, excuse me, Rayquaza, the 1 seed.
I feel like this is
Torpedo.
Gosh. No,
You
Trevor.
can just say what we want.
it's a freedom of speech.
Legitimately.
Okay, fine. I'm voting for Pikachu.
And we all know that Tyler's
and it
voting for
circles back
Articuno.
around.
I'm going Articuno.
Rayquaza, yeah, Rayquaza.
Oh, my
Rayquaza definitely takes
it's
the cake
it's
on
a
this
wrap,
one.
dude.
Yeah.
Anyone want to put up a fight for Sharpedo?
No.
Good.
Not in this matchup.
Fillet that fish, bro. Rayquaza
100%.
wins this thing, man. Rayquaza's just on a beeline for the final. I'm
I
not gonna
think so.
lie.
Too, yeah. It's going to be hard to beat.
Dude.
Yeah, that stinks. He's not my favorite. He's not even, I like Kyogre more, but it's just maybe like just too much for him. So he's cool though. I won't be. He's
Yeah.
great.
Okay, the 5 seed Mudkip and the 4 seed Absol.
Oh, that's not a fair matchup.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
That's hearing those two, I'm like, that's an interesting matchup first. But like, Mudkip takes it for me. I don't know. Absol was just you got him too late in the game. You didn't really form a connection with him. But Mudkip,
A lot of people don't have him on their final
along.
team either.
Yeah, no,
I think I'm
wouldn't
gonna go
either.
Mudkip too.
Yeah, I'll go Mudkip.
3 Mudkip. That's it.
Yeah, that pretty much ends it.
4
I mean,
Mudkip.
again, I love Mudkip. It's funny, like I think Mudkip's like maybe my favorite of the starters, like, but then I love Blaziken more. So, but yeah, we'll go Mudkip. Anyone else want to say anything? about
Mudkip.
Mudkip. All right, here we go. The next matchup, this is just for JD. You're going first.
Man, I love it.
The 6 seed Sceptile,
Oh my God.
the 3 seed Gardevoir.
You know, this could have been the worst matchup I've ever had to hear in my entire
You're
life.
going first.
My 2 favorite Pokemon, and this is killing me on the inside, guys. If you find me, somewhere I shouldn't be, just know.
Where'd you
Honestly,
have these 2 ranked on your personal list?
huh?
Where'd you have these 2 ranked on your personal list?
Remember, I said Sceptile is my number 1 favorite starter.
Okay.
Final Evolution, and Gardevoir is like my favorite Pokemon of all time.
So
but
did you have
Gardevoir's
So
Gardevoir
were they
won?
1-2?
Gardevoir was actually 1.
Gardevoir's
okay,
one.
and
I
then
remember
Sceptile
that.
was 2 for you?
I think Sceptile. No, I don't think Sceptile was 2.
Okay.
But I'm gonna pick Baby Girl all day, every day. I'm gonna stand by her. There's no
I'm
changing
gonna
up.
stand by her.
Oh yeah, I'm standing by her 100%.
Dang, dude. Trevor, I'm interested to hear where you go in this one.
You honestly, yeah. I mean, I really am thinking because like I like Gardevoir.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sceptile. Mega, the Mega's cool, but those don't count. But does it count on this one, Sandy? Is this one? Is it
You
effective
can
here?
use it to affect your opinion.
It counts on
yes.
this one.
It counts. Thank you, Tyrell. Thank you so much, T-Roll.
Yep.
Wise leader.
Happy to help.
So, yeah, I mean, Sceptile, I whispered this earlier. I like Gallade more.
Yeah.
Because I think the typing is more unique and general. I like his Pokedex entry more too. It's just cool. But Gardevoir's great. Sceptile might be. Is it the best final grass evolution?
I think.
Because I love Bulbasaur. I don't love Venusaur quite that much.
No, yeah.
I mean, Sprigatito's is cool from the new one.
Maybe
Meowscarada. No,
Sceptile-
Meowscarada
Sceptile
sucks. dude.
may
What are
be
you
the
talking
best one.
about? Meowscarada sucks. Like,
You aren't using it right.
Yeah, I think Sceptile's probably the best one.
Yeah, I really do. Like it. So
Yeah.
I give it. Let it eat.
Okay, so we got 1-1 right now. Gardevoir, Sceptile. Shimada, what are you thinking?
I will say, like, it is a hard choice because I literally have them back to back in my rankings.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was just looking, I was like, huh. I think I will stick with what my rankings were at, and I'll go Gardevoir.
Okay.
Okay. Dang.
Well,
dude.
then this is what I want to do. I actually, I like Sceptile a lot too. So I'm going to go Sceptile because I want to put the pressure on Justin.
Of course.
As it should be.
Of course. Well, I will say, like, Sceptile is a phenomenal third evolution grass type. And yeah, thinking about it, the discussion we've had, Sceptile, it probably is the number one third evolution grass type.
100%.
But just knowing JD and Baby Girl, like, he has put
Are we
that
gonna send
ingrained
Baby Girl
into me.
through?
Baby Girl's moving on.
Oh my
because
God.
Gardevoir.
Baby Girl.
Listen, Baby Girl's TCGs are beautiful, elegant, masterful, and honestly, like, Sceptile does not eat in
I'd
TCG
like to.
right now.
I'd like to
so
thank all the haters who didn't
Yep.
pick her, like Trevor. Thank you guys so much.
I'm
Hey,
going.
listen,
Yeah.
as we've already quantified,
Gardevoir.
it's a free country, and I honestly, with the way things are going, I might be able to vote for it not to be soon, and I'm considering it.
Trevor says, I'd like to
Considering it.
apologize
Yeah.
to absolutely nobody. All right, here we go. The last matchup in round 2. Okay, the 7 seed Aggron and the 2 seed Kyogre.
Oh man, Kyogre, hands down.
Yeah,
Yep.
can
It's
we,
Kyogre.
we feel good about just
Yeah.
moving on?
Moving on.
Yeah,
Shimano,
let's-
any?
That's weak.
We'll go Kyogre.
He's
Okay.
like, I guess.
He would have given a
Dynamite
fight.
drop in,
He would have given
Monty.
a fight for Aggron. So
Yeah, I think Kyogre moves on here. Okay, so we are in the Elite 8, if you will. Okay, the last 8 standing. Taking it back to the Ruby bracket, we know where we're going to start here. Groudon, the 1 seed. I'm already looking at JD and Justin. Do you guys just want to go? Do you guys actually, before I even tell you who the
Yeah, I mean,
Groudon's
why
against,
don't-
do you want to just vote right
Do
now?
you want to go ahead and
No,
show?
I want to hear who the.
No, let the
opposition
bias
is.
let the bias out.
I will 100% already vote against Groudon.
I'm not that biased, but I want to hear the opposition.
Well, I think you're going to vote for this one. The number 4 seed, Salamence.
Oh yeah.
Salamence.
Salamence
Sorry.
all day long, dude. He's
Sorry.
Groudon with wings, but better. Like, that's what
Dude.
it is.
I won't say all that, but
Yeah, you vote for him,
yeah, because he's the superior Pokemon. Sorry.
but he's Groudon with wings, but better. I won't say all that, but he is superior. we're just it's cool. It's like Mad Libs. It's just putting words together. It's just taking them out of a hat and being like, I'm going to put these words. Maybe I don't even have a conjunction. Just going to say things, just like as fact.
Absolutely.
Groudon all day.
Groudon's like number 3 on my list at least. Like, I'm pretty sure he's. Let me look. Yeah, Groudon's 3, man.
I would like to hear what he's at on y'all's lists.
Let's see.
Actually, in all seriousness, because this is some malarkey.
some slander.
This is some Mike malarkey.
He's number 17 on my list.
17.
Yeah.
JD has him
10.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all acting like this. All right, man. You know what? That's fine. I'm used to it. Buddy's got a backhoe for a tail. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Actually, yeah.
Where's Salamence on y'all's list?
For me,
I'm gonna cry. Please.
Salamence is 5 on my list.
Yeah, well, so you're
Yeah.
definitely going Salamence.
He's higher. You know what's crazy? I think I skipped Salamence on my list, which is wild.
you do not have
so
Salamence
wait,
on
he's
your
not
list
even
at
on your
all?
list?
That's crazy. I thought he was.
That's
on my
that's
list, and I thought he
wild.
was higher
That's
up.
wild. Yeah, I love this guy. I love this Pokemon so much. I forgot he existed when I made this list.
Oh, I think I was going through them, and I was, so focused on my number one that I just everybody else didn't make any
Children,
sense.
when you grow up,
Nothing
you
else
can put
mattered.
words together. You just put them together, dude.
That's actually wild, JD. But
That's pretty
anyway,
crazy. No, seriously.
So where we at now, T-Roll? We got-
Oh, I'm going Groudon, dude.
Okay.
Easy.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Groudon's
easy.
a
Wow.
Groudon's a
Easy.
beast, man. You got the disrespect y'all have shown Groudon tonight is offensive.
Which and by the way,
Clearly.
also has the ability Drought, which enhances his fire moves. He's a beast. He learns rest. You can't kill him. You can't take him off the field. He just sits there and craps on people. And his shiny's cool too.
So Shimano, what's your deciding vote here?
Oh, I know where Shimano's going.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
okay, so I will say Groudon was a top 5 for me. Like, he was in my ranking for top 5. But, like I said in the last round, Salamence was my number 1 choice.
You're number 1.
See ya.
So, I'm
it
going to
up.
go with my ranking.
He's
and,
voting consistently.
Yeah.
Hack it up.
And see, we respect a consistent voter on this
Yes.
podcast. We are someone who votes with logic and reason and facts. To my right and diagonal, I am faced with people who are engaging in clownery at all times.
Dude, I feel like y'all. I think you guys came into Justin and JD came in tonight and said, "Let's just pick that one Pokemon." That,
we don't want to pick.
yeah, that we do not. Yeah,
I want to say this too, like man, Salamence so cool. Like species dragon Pokemon, Groudon species continent Pokemon. No big deal. Like
what is that?
Mega Salamence.
What is
Mega
that? Yeah.
Mega Salamence, 700 base stats. Base Groudon, 670. No big deal. Primal Groudon, 770.
Oh, the
Not
Primal
a
Groudon.
thing. You know what? We're
Primal.
good. It's get this guy out of here. He's a waste of space.
Interesting. Alrighty.
He's gone. Yeah, seriously.
Well,
The world is better.
Groudon is eliminated.
He's gone.
Heartbreakingly.
Love that for us.
You know how? Okay, yeah, we'll keep it moving. The 3 seed Metagross, the 2 seed Blaziken.
Oh man.
Dang, dude. I mean, Blaziken was number 1. It's gonna be hard not to go against him right now. But I mean, I really do love Metagross. He's grown on me ever since like Horizons. I'm preached the show, man. If you're not watching Horizons right now, you need to watch it. It's fun.
Pretty good.
I don't think
it's
anybody should listen to you.
It's a good follow up for.
Why would this be more valid
the
than anything else? we've
longest
said?
running like Ash Ketchum run, dude. Like, but Horizons is really enjoyable.
I want so because I've watched some of it. I want to believe you, man. But like you're just saying crazy stuff. I'm gonna vote for Metagross.
I'm
All
voting
day.
for Blaziken. So
Oh man. I'm definitely going Blaziken. He's definitely higher on my list. He's just such a cool firefighting type. Honestly, the Torchic line is pretty cool. So I'm
You
gonna
guys
go
like
Blaziken.
poultry?
I
We
mean,
do like Torchic.
yeah, why not?
Poultry? You big
We
chicken?
just ate some tonight. What are you talking about?
It's good, yeah.
Okay.
You're saying? Okay.
Shimano.
I'm gonna go Blaziken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was high. It was high in my ranking, and it's I do have a lot of time have affinity for starters, Pokemon that you end up with being around for a long time.
Consistent voting.
Fair.
So
Respect it.
Reasonable.
So I will say like I'll go that way. Although I do think Metagross is like a really just cool looking
Yeah.
Pokemon.
No, Metagross is like high on my list too. Metagross is a stud, but Blaziken is very high on my list. Always liked Blaziken. Blaziken's always been one of my favorite starter third evolutions too. So, or I guess second evolution, whatever. But yeah. So congrats to Blaziken on to the Final Four.
Nice.
Let's switch back to the Sapphire bracket. The 5 seed, our boy Mudkip making a run, dude.
kinda wild.
Mudkip is going.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Mudkip's still going, and Mudkip's facing off against Rayquaza.
Well,
All right.
we know how the
I'm just imagining.
we
a
know how
battle.
the cookie crumbles.
Can we just imagine a battle for a moment, like in the anime?
Dude,
Yes.
I just remembered, and I'm thinking about Blaziken and how he's overrated. Monferno exists.
Infernape is a much
Yeah.
better Pokemon.
Yeah,
I
like
agree.
Infernape. That's what I'm saying. It's not even. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's fine.
But
I mean, yeah.
Mid-generation.
in a few podcasts.
Mid starters.
In a few podcasts, we'll get there.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Mudkip. Anybody taking Mudkip?
Anybody going
I'll
once?
take Mudkip.
I'll take Mudkip.
I'll take Mudkip.
Oh.
Give me Mudkip right now.
Well,
Whoa.
I'm gonna go for Rayquaza. So.
Rayquaza.
Yeah. Rayquaza's.
Yeah. There you go.
For sure.
Yeah,
Moving
do
on.
your thing.
No,
but
no,
like,
no.
Once again, it's
Yeah, let's hear
a
it.
water type
Oh,
starter,
yeah,
and
right.
I love water types.
Yeah,
so.
that's good.
I mean, yeah, I would say I'm going to go Mudkip, and here's why. Rayquaza's stronger and cool and all that jazz. I actually think that if you were to trace it back, Pokemon's little renaissance to get to where it is today probably started with that meme. That was a big part of it because that release, the Ruby Sapphire, was good. It wasn't huge. That era of the Pokemon releases weren't big, and it took on like a half-life, like a second life with the Mudkip thing. And I think that is Pikachu-esque and valuable, and like Pikachu, it won't win this bracket because there's no law here.
There's no law. Yeah.
There's no nothing.
Shimano, you've been the most consistent person here. Where is Mudkip and Rayquaza on your list, respectively?
Mudkip's higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you
Interesting.
go stand in the rain, my guy? You tried to catch him slipping. He ain't slipping. Shimano doesn't slip.
I was just curious. Genuinely.
He's got on safety sole shoes. He ain't never slipped a day in his life.
Steel toe. Steel toe.
This is
Okay.
good.
All right. All right.
All right.
Rayquaza's moving on.
Keeping it moving. Baby girl, 3 seed Gardevoir versus Kyogre, the 2 seed.
I've never wanted to vote for anything more in my life than Kyogre right now.
You know what?
Can I vote for 2? Can I Venmo you $20 for 2 votes?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You know, I will say this. She's probably going to be a sinking ship here, but I'm forever gonna stick with baby girl.
Till the end, right?
She's in my heart.
Yeah, till the day you die.
Go down with that ship, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Trevor, are you?
Sing
I'm
together.
so I'm.
Kyogre?
The Venmo's coming. You need 20?
He's picking Kyogre.
Shimano, where are you at here?
I mean, 20.
Water.
Oh,
All right, Kyogre.
no,
I mean, I was gonna pick Kyogre anyway, but
Yeah.
okay, okay.
$20.
Dude. Kyogre, like we haven't talked much about him because this every matchup. Same with Rayquaza, so we'll talk
He's
about
just a
that
really good Pokemon.
in a
though.
moment. What's that?
He's just a really good Pokemon.
Yeah,
though.
like just and looks cool too in my mind. Like, but anyone else gonna take Gardevoir?
So in my personal list, I have Kyogre at number 6,
Mm-hmm.
but I have Gardevoir number 4. So I'm going
Whoa.
Gardevoir here. Baby girl continues in my
Whoa.
heart.
So it
That's
You
comes
know what?
down
I
to me?
appreciate that.
it comes down to you, T-Roll.
Well, let's see where they're at on my list. I mean, let's be consistent, right?
Yeah,
I mean, with Kyogre, like I feel like it's like the closest Pokemon to like a killer whale.
I
which
feel
is,
like there's
one of
about to
the
be
most underhanded, like terrifying Pokemon.
There's about to be an
or ever
upset here.
or animals has ever existed.
Yeah.
It's kind of where I feel like the Kyogre fits in.
Dude, okay, I genuinely I went to my list because like, where did I rank them? So they are ranked right next to each other
of course,
man.
of course.
at 9 and 10.
Oh, man.
Who's number 9?
Kyogre. Ah,
Dang.
Understandable.
sorry,
Dang.
buddy.
It's
Sorry.
all right. It's all right.
Baby
But-
girl,
I
rest
knew, it
in
was,
peace.
I knew it was coming. So
And I think I knew in my head I was like I always like Kyogre a lot. So, but okay. Let's do this. The final 4. We're going to switch back to the Ruby bracket to see who is going to make it to the championship game from the Ruby bracket. We have the number 4 seed, Shimano's number 1, Salamence.
Yep.
And we have the number 2 seed, Sandy's number 1, Blaziken.
Mm.
I
So,
think
do you guys, are you voting that way? Let's just be real
Yeah,
right
I'll vote
from the
that way.
jump.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's up to us 3 to decide who moves on.
Blaziken.
Salamence.
Oh, T-Roll.
What'd you see,
Salamence for sure. Yeah, there's no doubt.
I can't vote for Salamence because he's not even on my list.
We just got
apparently,
to talking about how he was better. Salamence is better than the box art legendary,
Yeah. yes. Yes.
and we're gonna say that a mid tier final evolution fire starter.
But
is
you
better.
do know this ranking is not just based off of how strong they
Oh,
are.
I know,
based
it's-
off of personal opinion
I
as
have
well.
personal opinion, and that's why we have them. And
must
like booty holes,
Well,
we all got them,
yes.
and they all stink.
I mean, you can vote however you want,
You
right?
can.
Yeah,
And you guys,
free speech.
you guys impress me every pod for this.
Yes.
It's-
With
Yeah,
your personal
Trevor
opinions.
never walks out here being like, every time Trevor leaves one of these, he's like,
It's like
I'm
this-
never doing this again.
he's
Yeah.
always like,
It's true, yeah.
this is not gonna work for me, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, you guys again just make it just yeah, dude. Like it's crazy. We just have people have opinions, man.
Oh, that's great. All right, so it all comes down to
Total
me.
depravity.
It does come down to you.
Salamence, Blaziken.
Well, 1st
Let's-
off, what's your ranking?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, the,
He is
the,
Blaziken
the
higher,
problem is
I promise.
Blaziken is very high. Now Salamence is 6, but Blaziken is 2. So
Ooh.
I've always been a big Blaziken fan.
Go for it, dude.
Seriously, man. So I didn't think Blaziken would make it this far though, because I thought Groudon would have had some more love, but that's okay. We're gonna just kind of let that ship sail, because now we're gonna talk about I think the most fun matchup of the whole night. Just in star power, the 1 and the 2 seed on the Sapphire bracket, or like I said, maybe it's the Emerald bracket. Let's talk about Kyogre. Let's talk about Rayquaza.
Jeez.
Oh man.
This is a
It's a
mammoth-
powerhouse, man.
Mammoth, Mac.
So this
Prime
is what
time.
this is what I will say. I think I would always take Rayquaza over Kyogre and Groudon, only because he's the one that comes to stop the fighting when it's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
He's coming straight from space along with Deoxys to end all of the fighting and all of the battery. So I'm going to pick Rayquaza, 100%.
You know, for sticking true to the list that Trevor loves so much, I'm going Rayquaza as well because I had him my number two, and I had Kyogre as number 6. So I am going to stick with Rayquaza there. And plus, if you introduce shinies into the mix, which
Oh my gosh.
The
I don't know.
One of the
I
best.
mean,
Is Rayquaza the best shiny?
possibly?
I think so.
Yes.
There's a couple that have a good pull.
Shot at it, like Mew.
Umbreon.
Umbreon's is amazing.
Yeah, Umbreon.
Umbreon's is crazy.
Am I wrong? Mew's a good one, right? Like the light
It's
blue.
Yes,
light-
that's good. Yeah, it's
yeah,
cool.
okay.
Mewtwo has a pretty unique one too, though.
Yeah, Mewtwo's cool. Kyogre shiny is buns.
Honestly,
or amazing, whichever one. It's pink.
Metagross's shiny is probably one of my favorites. too.
Yeah, Metagross's shiny is
Hey,
crazy.
we could do a whole
tough.
bracket on shinies one day. That'd be
That's, I
fun.
mean, yeah, that,
That'd be
One day.
interesting, Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor's never coming back.
No, I won't.
I'm
We're never gonna make it through all gens ever because
Shimano, what do you
this
think?
is it.
I'm gonna go with Kyogre. I
Water.
kind of stated, like it's water plus, like honestly, like I was saying, it is the closest to a killer whale in my opinion, like of
Yeah.
Pokemon. And killer whales are just like fascinating, like terrifying Pokemon or terrifying like creatures, and I feel like Kyogre kind of fits into that. Like is the
Yeah.
closest Pokemon in that realm.
Yeah, that's cool. I think too with the stories of like these legendary Pokemon too, like Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. Like I love the background of them. You know, Trevor, what are you thinking, man?
I would say, yeah. Again, for me, it's Kyogre. The Rayquaza's, but it's. I mean, you're basically, you know, do you like two very good things?
Splitting hairs here.
Yeah, like it's Kyogre's cool. Rayquaza's cool. I'm gonna go Kyogre. I think all right, this is gonna be a fun one for you guys. I think Rayquaza getting entered into the whole dispute situation is like Kaguya getting dropped into the ending of Naruto. Like the Groudon versus Kyogre thing was really cool. Like these two primordial beings fighting over control of the land and sea, like these opposites, and then Space Dragon comes in and fixes everything.
Just stops it all.
Yeah, so like I think I'm gonna go Kyogre personally.
Okay.
Dang.
Well, it's funny you said that Blaziken was your 1 and Rayquaza was your 2.
Yeah.
So Blaziken was my 2 and Rayquaza.
Was
my 1.
Okay.
So Rayquaza's always been one of my favorite Pokemon. I remember when Emerald came out, like the fact when you could like walk underneath him. You remember that? Like
I do. Yeah, that's
just the
cool.
scale of him in the game. You're like, what the heck is this? It's a Pokemon, you know? Like as a kid, I was like, what's going on? Again, partial to dragons. I think he's one of the coolest dragons in all Pokemon. Seriously.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite legendaries. So I am going to have to say, although I do love Kyogre, I'm going to have to say Rayquaza.
Okay.
Or Rayquaza.
Okay. Moving on.
So here we go, guys. The final, the championship, which I almost want to look like what were the championship matchups in our first 2 brackets before we do this, just to give us an idea of what it has been like.
I promise you, they're all basic, probably. Like it's literally like
So
Charizard
in
and
Gen 1,
whatever.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: Pikachu isn't in it.
yeah.
No, he's not.
That's disappointing.
If
Thank
you've been
you,
listening to this podcast, go ahead and turn it off.
Yeah.
If you haven't already.
In Gen 1 it was Charizard
Yeah.
versus Gengar.
That's
in the final.
That's legit, man.
Trevor's having painful memories now. Trevor's like, why am I even here? Why do I know
can't.
these people?
Why is Gengar?
Who
man,
are you
get this
guys?
man out of my
Yeah,
face?
okay.
Gen 2, a smaller gen, we only did a 16 total Pokemon. It was Typhlosion
Okay.
versus Houndoom.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh.
Oh, dang.
We let that happen.
We did actually. Didn't Houndoom end up winning that?
Houndoom won
think
that.
so.
Unbelievable.
You were like, I can't believe
That was
this.
one of your proudest moments, wasn't it?
I was. I didn't even say anything. The whole time I was just like, oh wow.
Okay. But now we have another starter, right? Just like Typhlosion last time, we have and Charizard.
And Charizard, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so there's a trend: Charizard,
Fire type.
Typhlosion,
All-
and Blaziken.
All fire types.
Wow.
So we have a prediction
Of the
for
three of
number
those,
4.
of the three of those, which one's the best? Which one's and which one's the
Charizard.
worst?
I think Charizard is so much more versatile.
Yeah, I agree.
Flying fire.
Yeah, and then you have Blaziken, who's last.
I won't say all that.
I mean,
Love it.
Typhlosion with the ghost added on later is pretty
Mhm,
sick.
I know.
So yeah, I guess you're right.
I
But
know that's fine. But he's champion.
So Blaziken, one side of the bracket from the Ruby,
so can we
representing the
predict
Ruby.
Infernape is going to be in?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's
in the
freaking
final.
sick.
He's incredible, absolutely incredible.
Like he might be the best fire
Yeah.
star. That's what I'm
do
saying.
we,
Like,
do we run Gen 4 right now?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
No, I don't know about that. yeah.
And Blaziken taking on Rayquaza.
I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna see you later because it's Rayquaza.
Yeah, Rayquaza definitely taking that.
That's not even a discussion.
Just like that. Justin, you want to put up a fight?
Come
on, put up a fight.
Rayquaza is my number 2. Blaziken was number 1.
Give me 30
up
seconds
a
of why
fight.
Blaziken should be number 1, and I'll change my vote if it's good.
So I never actually envisioned them facing off against each other. So
Not doing a good job.
as
Should
as,
lose
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
as I see them against each other, Rayquaza's got to take this, man, because Rayquaza is incredible. The shiny's incredible.
so disappointed.
The Mega Evolution's incredible.
On your list. You know what?
all
This
the-
man right here.
all the TCGs.
the most
hold on, all the
consistent.
TCGs of Rayquaza are incredible, absolutely incredible. I would love to stick to the continuity of my list. However, Rayquaza is just so much.
Whatever your theistic beliefs are, listen to this podcast. I thank you.
Which you already know.
I mean, I know mine. I'm talking to the listeners.
Okay.
I'm a Yahweh God, but some people might be like, Allah, whatever. Thank him for Anthony Amato and his consistency, his integrity with these things, these lists. You're just a good man.
Well, thank you.
You're a good man, Amato. Sandy, I don't.
I'm
Thank you for
scum,
pressing.
yes.
Thank you for pressing the button to hit record.
You're welcome. I'm here
Your
for you.
contribution
you.
tonight. No,
here for
I you should have fought for your guy.
I couldn't, man. Rayquaza is just so cool, man. I don't know.
Consistency.
Do you want to
is key.
redo your list now then? Or is Blaziken your number one?
You die on the hill. Die on the hill,
I
man.
can't do it. I can't do it. Not against Rayquaza.
I went to war for Pikachu, and I would have absolutely. I would have bled out in this room for
100%.
Houndour.
When I made my
Girl over
list,
Kyogre.
listen. When I made my list, I didn't factor in shiny, and now that I've talked about shiny a lot, actually, so I got to go shiny. So
It's wild.
Well, honestly, you mentioned
Die on the hill is
the
crazy.
cards, dude. The first that EX holographic Rayquaza. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Beautiful
Yes.
card. I
Beautiful.
love that card, man. Like he's flying out of it.
All
you
of
know?
his cards
I think
are
I still have
beautiful.
that card
Yeah. All of
upstairs,
them are.
actually.
yeah.
Blazing has two very good. One, he has a very good alt-art card that he's like a giant Blaziken kicking over the city or something. And then he has like a rainbow version of him. It's so cool. He has some good cards too.
So it looks like it's a little anticlimactic. I was expecting Justin to put up a fight, and
No,
but
I rolled over.
Shimano, you got anything you
Soft.
want to
I
add?
rolled
Anything you
over.
want to say?
The only thing I'll say is like,
Will you fight for Blaziken when Justin won't?
Please, you should,
so
honestly,
all right, so I'll start my journey with saying like I will say Trevor had a very like through this he had a very persuasive argument, and I felt like going through it I should like lower Blaziken on my rankings. You know,
Sucks.
like honestly, like he had a very compelling argument throughout it through the whole through the whole one, but you know. As it came out, and like I was thinking about Rayquaza, but like honestly, I would have voted for Blaziken. Blaziken was like a top 5 Pokemon for me on my list, and Rayquaza was not that high for me. But so if it came down to it, I would have went with Blaziken.
So what you're saying is, if Justin would have stood his ground, fought
You
for
would've
his
been the deciding
boy,
factor.
and if Trevor would have flipped, which he said he's open to, if
I was
Justin
open to
could
it.
have made a good, we might have had a different champion.
might
yeah,
have.
probably.
wow,
Wow.
wow.
If I wasn't such a weakling.
I opened and I was
a,
looking over here at geeknative.com, an analysis of 75,000 Pokemon fans. They have the most popular Pokemon by generation.
Yeah.
Who won the Generation 1 bracket? It was Charizard, right?
Yeah.
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 Who would he face off against?
Gengar.
Yeah. Gengar's not top 5. Gen 2 was Typhlosion, Umbreon. Gen 3, number 1, Blaziken.
Wow.
Number 2, Absol. Number
Oh,
3,
wow.
Gardevoir.
Absol.
4,
Oh, Baby Girl made it to the top 5.
Flygon.
Wow.
I tried telling you all about Flygon.
And I mean, me too. I was there with you, dude.
Yeah,
I
man.
was there.
I tried to tell
And
you.
so, like, you could have got Fire Chicken. And I thank you for not, because he doesn't deserve it. But
Yeah.
I would have done it. If you would have swayed me and you'd been like, here's why
No.
I walked a million miles with that chicken.
Yeah, I did. I literally
Like,
did. Yes.
yeah, and
multiple times.
Well, you
Multiple
should have said that earlier, man.
Yeah.
I would have been
times.
on your
I,
side.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
Nasty work.
Nasty.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible human
No,
being.
he'll never return to your Pokeball. He won't. I promise. He'll never have Blaziken again.
I promise you, I'll probably never do a Torchic or anything ever again with that. I
I'm
promise
shamed. I'm
you.
shamed.
I promise you.
Shameful.
I promise
The
you.
little
Shameful.
chicken looks at you and you're like, I'm so
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
I bet you-
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
sorry.
So
Well, that's a wrap. Rayquaza is the champion
go.
for the Royal
I-
Geek Podcast.
I do want to
Gen
make a
3.
prediction for next year or the next gens, Gen 4. It's going to be Infernape versus Bidoof. I already know it.
Bidoof.
First off, whoa. You said that a little bit too cavalier, Tyler. Bidoof's a good Pokemon. It literally, I'm going to preamble this. He was such an iconic part of that generation with the hidden machines that you would slave Bidoof out.
HM slave, man.
And then it was so iconic that Pokemon made a 15-minute short cartoon about Bidoof being an HM slave.
Are you talking about
Bidoof Stay Out or Big Day or whatever?
Really?
Yeah, it's an actual full like 15-minute
funny.
cartoon of him. All he does is HM moves until the very end when he has to like actually knock out a Pokemon in the Elite Four.
Yep.
Um,
But anyway, yes, that's it. That's
Bidoof.
Gen 3 in a nutshell.
Congrats to Rayquaza,
congrats to Rayquaza, man.
my favorite dragon. So yeah, if there's anyone still listening, thank you for joining us. This is fun. Good discussion, guys. I mean, we got to run it back. I don't know. It'll take several months probably for us to pull this again. But I enjoyed doing this with you guys. Any last thoughts?
It's going to take a little bit because we got to let Trevor's like blood pressure
Lower.
down to a normal ranges.
I'm struggling right now.
You know?
I'm having a hard time.
Trevor may not exist anymore after this.
His
We're not
doctor
ever hearing
has
from him
definitely
again.
recommended that he put 3 to 6 months in between each Pokemon podcast.
It's like it's just crazy because I never know which one of you is gonna make me question my own sanity.
Yeah.
Like y'all gave me crap for saying Caterpie was a great Pokemon, and here I am just witnessing just heinous and devious behavior like on these podcasts.
Yep.
Crazy word.
Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna be pulling for Wormhole tonight, man. I was prepared.
Wormpole's not Caterpie. I don't understand. Like it's not the same.
Both bugs, right?
That's
Yeah.
one's
Two
red.
different Pokemon.
That's all you have to say. Is that
Bye bye Butterfree.
Yep. Or Beautyfly? No.
Beautiful's trash. It's a fake Butterfree. Get out of here.
All right, it's time to wrap it up, boys. Great discussion. Big shout out to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed our conversation. Let us know who you think the best Pokemon, or at least your favorite Pokemon from Gen 3 is. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening. Come on back. We've got plenty of things to review in the coming weeks and months. And hopefully at some point soon we will reconvene for a discussion on Gen 4. With all that in mind, for my good friends Sandy, Shamato, Trevor, and JD, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.